you're all well. Thought I'd do a live chat. Got a bit of time to kill and done all my jobs for the day. All house jobs, unfortunately. Has to be done. Garden stuff as well, trying to dodge the rain showers. So it's been a busy old day. Haven't stopped. And tomorrow I've got a day down with my folks, dealing with family stuff. And Saturday I'm out on a show with Uncle Funk. So a busy couple of days ahead. It's full on. It's full on. Hope you're all safe and well. Hope your bass playing's going good. Just need to find this video on the desktop version. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. There she is. Beautiful. Makes it far easier to see all the messages. There we go. Chat filter. We want all messages so I can see all the people that are trying to talk. It's all good. So I went through Tuesday night's live chat yesterday, doing all the timestamps and the remix shorts. It flew by. It was another one of those rapid fire, literally just rampant chats, which is great. That's what we like here on the live chat. So yeah, it was all good. So keep those live chats going. If you're coming in from the shorts feed, vertical live feed, welcome. This is Brooksy. Got to get them teeth in, you know. Brooksy's Bass Corner. It's an impromptu live chat. It's not scheduled, regular Tuesday night affair. So we're not running on StreamYard. It's literally I'm running off my phone. And if you want to talk bass, hello, young man. Hope you're doing well. If you want to talk bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, chew the fat, talk about great bass players, great albums with bass playing on. No, albums with great bass playing on, not great albums with bass playing on, goes without saying. How am I? I'm doing good. I've had a very busy day doing stuff here at home, walking the dogs, doing garden stuff, cleaning the house, washing the floors, all of that sort of thing. So it's been a busy old day. I haven't even got close to YouTube today, so I thought I'd check in. Happy Thursday, one and all. Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, I'm not doing too bad. How are you? How's the playing? How's the gigging? Did you watch any of that Queen stuff I sent you? I hope some of it was of interest to you. I hope so. What am I? Sorry, I've got 1,000,001 emails here. Right, drag that into there. That's that. I run off folders pretty much across all my emails, so I've got to make sure stuff goes into the right folder. Otherwise, the organization just falls to bits. That's generally how it works, sadly. I've had a couple of years where my hard drive on this PC went about 3.5 years ago. It completely mucked up my email system. I was using Thunderbird to deal with my BT email and my Hotmail and my Gmails and blah blah blah, about 7 or 8 email accounts, and it for a period it wouldn't accept any of the Gmail passwords. It made it really difficult. So I moved over to a different email client on my PC. And then for some reason, lo and behold, about 3-4 months ago, Thunderbird had a massive facelift, complete update by, I think it's Mozilla, the company behind it, and completely rebuilt the whole system from the floor up. All of a sudden, it all works, and it's a whole lot better than it used to be as well. So it was like, right, we can move back over onto that. And I've been dealing with thousands of emails that had been across different accounts, and it all got a bit messy. So I sorted it all out. About 2 weeks ago, I cleared out about 7,500 emails over about 6 hours. It was a big old job. But anyway, we got there. Martin Fay, good to see you. Long time no see. Hope you're well. Westford, the playing is great. And yes, you've watched some of the Queen stuff. Very good. Watch a lot of the Queen stuff. It was great. Good. Glad it was of interest. Make sure if you haven't got that far down the list I sent you, to watch the Magic Years. That's where I learned so much about Queen, because I'd been a fan for years, but they'd never done there'd never been like a proper documentary about them, and that sort of opened my eyes to all sorts of stuff, all lots of album tracks that I'd not paid attention to. Preppy Hornet, hi, good to see you. Welcome. Don't think I've seen you here on the live chats before, but you're very welcome. Yeah, we're a bass channel, bass guitars. So as long as you're happy to talk about bass guitars, you're very welcome. Yeah, you had a question. What would you mind showing us the JD you've got? Yeah, if I can get to it, which could be a bit of a struggle. Tell you what, can we save that till Tuesday? Save it till Tuesday and I'll get over to it. At the moment, I've got a load of stuff in front of that rack, but tell me what your question is. If I can do it long distance, I will. Preppy Hornet, good. Thanks. Angel Roblox, hello. How old am I? What's that got to do with the price of sugar? What's my age got to do with anything? You've come into my live chat. I make the rules. We're talking bass guitars, so my age has got nothing to do with anything. That's a load of nonsense. Make your next comment a good one, otherwise you'll be bombed out. How old are you? I'll fire it straight back at you. Not that I have any interest how old you are. I couldn't give two stuffs, but in fact, let's have a look, see what your channel's all about, shall we? You got 175 subscribers. Oh, okay, beauty channel. Fair enough. Okay, very good. Yeah. Well, yeah. What's your question, Westfall? Ask me. What do you want to know? Okay, Angel Roblox. It's okay. I apologize. When I do these vertical live chats, it goes nuts, and we get bombarded by people from the shorts feed, and they get hyper aggressive, and they come on here and witter away in the chat window without even understanding what we're about. We're talking bass guitars, all of that sort of thing. We get people come on and be very aggressive and rude. So when someone comes on here and asks me things like, how old am I get a bit defensive about it, because it's like, what's that got to do with anything? It doesn't. If you want to know, I'm 53. But there we go. Westport, I will look the Magic Years up. It was the first documentary Queen did under their own steam, and I think kind of before anyone else had done another one. They updated it in 1995 with Champions of the World, which basically took the best bits of the Magic Years and then added what they had to from 86 onwards, because Magic Years finished in 86. So then they had to cover the years from 87 up until Freddie died, and then the period between Freddie dying and Made in Heaven coming out. It's very well done. I was at the what do I say? The unveiling of Champions of the World, which was held at Hammersmith Odeon, and basically we saw the first showing of it before it became available in the shops. And we also got, trying to remember the order, we got the first playback of Made in Heaven before the album was released. There were a lot of people crying, I can tell you that. And if Champions of the World doesn't get you the first playthrough of Made in Heaven, well, it was a chastening experience, put it that way. I've still got my t-shirt from the day. We got special t-shirts, and yeah, Champions of the World. I can remember a few people in Hammersmith going, "Oh, this is just this is Magic Years rehashed." And once you got into it, and you realised there was loads of new stuff with Brian and Roger and John, and it was dealing with everything from the miracle and innuendo as well. It was like, oh, this is really good. So enjoy. Beat after beat. Hello. Good to see you. Westport, it was just to take a look because I never saw it full on the channel. No, it lurks in the rack over there, and I've got some replacement bridge saddle screws for it because the G-string saddle is too high and I can't lower it because one of the screws is completely knackered. So I've got some screws that were donated by the fabulous Joe Goose, and it will be going on the workbench, and I'll get that old screw out and put the new one in, and Bob's your uncle. It'll be grand. There's nothing special about it. It's a Series 3 cherry red, no binding, dot inlays. Yeah. There's a very long emotional story behind it and a bunch of other things that you'll see here on the channel. One day I'll tell you. Now's not the time. All right. Jeff Boyle, good to see us twice. I've seen you in a day, in a couple of hours. Hope you're well. Hope everything's good. Phil's good on his channel. Phil is good. If you're wondering how I know Phil, Phil used to be at ICMP in London, and I used to attend a couple of jam nights. We have a mutual friend, and I used to attend her jam nights and get up and play a bit. And one night Phil came down. I didn't know who he was, but he could play. Seriously could play. And I met him there. And I think I bumped into him a couple of times at the London Bass Guitar Show. Would have been like 2017, 2018, 2019. And then obviously he's moved back to Belgium. And so when I saw his channel pop up, when was that? 6 to 8 weeks ago. I was like, oh, hi, how you doing? And he couldn't remember who the hell I was, and I had to remind him. But we got there. Mike Fay, just back from London. You didn't give me a shout. You were over. You should have done. Brought your 12-year-old daughter to a gig at White Hart Lane Stadium. Was that Beyonce? Maybe. I can't remember who was at White Hart Lane last week. Can't remember. You're good, Jeff. Good to see you. Gareth, evening. Tell you what, they won't be getting $4,000 out of my pocket, Gareth Harrison, that's for sure. No chance. You know what I'm referring to. Yeah, you should give me a shout, Martin. I'd have come and met you for lunch or something. Next time. Here we go. It wasn't Beyonce, Korean band called Stray Kids. Okay, yeah, I've heard of them. I don't claim to know their material, but I've heard of them. Jay Bass, good to see you. Can't stay on for long, but need some preamp advice. Go for it. What do you want to know? What can I help with? What can I advise on? What do you want to know? See, the problem with native YouTube chat is it doesn't tell me if anyone's typing. Whereas when I'm on StreamYard, I can see who's typing messages, but on YouTube, it doesn't do that. Martin, next time, this trip was for her. That's all right. That's okay. Gareth Harrison, it's a joke. What's happened? Oh, yeah, tell me. Tell me about it. We persevere. Sooner that bunch of clowns get bought out, the better. I used to have shares. I had to relinquish my shares. If anyone's doing gigs this week, let us know where you're playing, what you're up to. J-Base, status 4,000 I bought, hasn't got one. Oh, oh dear. What do you mean it hasn't got one? It's got to have something. There's got to be something in there, or has someone just taken out the status guts and put something stupid in, like I had with the JD I bought years and years ago. Right, status 4000. Let's go on status's site. You want to be getting a preamp out of them fairly sharpish before they stop producing them. So look. Although if you speak to Dawn, if you email Dawn, she'll advise you. But let's see if I can offer up some help here. Active circuits. Remind me what it's got. Is it 3 controls or 4? Or is it 2? Oh, I see. Right. Where are we? There we go. Westport, you come in London with your big sister and her husband. Good. Let us know when you're over. If I've got some gigs locally around that time, you can come along. I'll get you tickets. Gareth, weekend off this week, which is a blessing. There's a head gasket's gone on the car. Oh, mate. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Is it repairable or is it a write-off? J-Base, what should I get to fit in? Would like a stacked 2-band. Well, on Status's site, the original circuit is a PS1, which is a master volume with a treble cut boost. And then there's an optional pickup balance. And you have to buy the extra, I think. It's 245 quid. But if you're going to have whatever you want, I mean, it's whether you want to keep it original or not. So if you want to keep it original, get what it should have. But if you want it to be, it isn't 3. Okay, status. Oh, right. Got it. Tone, volume. Okay. According to their site, if you go on there, go to online store, come down to active circuits, it should be a PS1, which is called a preset 1, which is used on the early Energy, Matrix, and Series 3000, 4000, 5000. So clearly, it's just a volume with a treble cut boost. And then it says an optional pickup balance. So I think originally it would have been volume, pickup balance, treble cut boost. As opposed to volume, tone. So obviously someone had a bit of a jazz thing going on, and that's what they wanted. So you think you would like a stacked 2-band? Okay, well that would be you really want the Matrix circuit then, which is volume, balance, stacked bass and treble. Let me just see. So it's saying that is what would be used, but clearly it's not, because you want to good lord, they're charging 245 quid for a TB5, which is the stacked treble and bass with cut and boost. 245 quid for that, and then you've got to buy the PS1 on top. It's not going to be cheap, is it? If you want it to stay as is, you're going to need to buy what was in it originally. If you aren't that bothered, can I suggest maybe sending an email to John East? Because he might be able to give you something better with more tonal options, if that's what you want. I don't know what your plans with this bass are. Exactly. Whereas you can have a John East circuit for, I don't know what the Uni Pre is at the moment, probably about 180 quid. And that'll give you volume with an additional push-pull for treble boost, or you can have it on the treble. Pickup pan, stacked bass and treble, passive tone control, stacked mid with a mid sweep. So you get all those tonal options all on the one circuit. Now, John's circuit is a certain design, but he could you probably need to send him a picture, and it may be you might need to have some holes on that body filled up. I don't know what your plans for it are. But the other option is send an email to Dawn and see what they suggest. But it looks like from there you're going to need 2 separate products to create the original preamp, I guess. But Gav Harrison, not economical to repairs. It's 2003 Fiesta. Oh, new car time. You had a good run out of it though. Very good. Saeed Yassir, where am I from? London. Don't call me uncle. Westport sent an email to Dawn from States for the order of your strings and strap lock, but I don't know if I typed the email right. Chase her up, she'll soon tell you. Jay, pricey for just a tone control. Exactly. Home studio, good to see you. Westport, on the Gmail, it found the email, but sometimes doesn't work. If you send an email, it should go. If it's not, if it hasn't, it'll be in your outbox. So check that. Gav Harrison, I'd suggest a John East, Sadowski, or another preamp. I'd go for the John East because for the cost of it, you get so much going on. It's just the design of the circuit, whether that will align with the holes on the body. It might be, Jay, that you've either got to go the status route or you're going to have to buy the preamp you want and then take the bass to someone who does bass repairs and wood. You might need a new top. Oh, you can't. It's graphite, isn't it? I think it's resin. 4,000 resin. Yeah, I don't know. You need to weigh up what you want to do with it and how much you want to keep it original, if you think there's value in keeping it original. Yeah. It deserves an upgrade from the original. Okay. I can't answer the question for you. All I can do is offer options, really. Andy, good to see you. Jay, it's been refinished. Oh, the time to put the preamp in was before it was refinished. Oh dear. Yeah, because they could have filled holes that didn't need to be there and added new holes that did. Oh. Toasted sandwich, morning. Ended up picking up that 5-string I was watching. Good for you, sir. Well done. J-Bass, Ian Hancock, who made E-Basses. So there you go. Westport, I will check. I might be young, but I'm not that good with technology. Okay. Emails, if they don't send, will be in your outbox, still waiting to go. You can go in there. It'll be saved as a draft, possibly. You can resend. Also, what you can do when you're sending emails to companies and stuff is attach a read receipt to the email, and then it will tell you when someone's read it, and then you know when it gets there or not. I used to do that for gigs all the time. You get clients going, I haven't had your email, and say, yes, you have. I've got a read receipt from you. J-Bass composite, yeah. Yeah, the time for changing circuit was before you had the refinish, but I can't make those decisions. You're going to need to do that. Oh, work hasn't started. Well, now's your time then. Right. You need to decide. Right. I'd suggest maybe get on the phone, ring Dawn tomorrow. Decide what you want to do, whether you want to go down their route. Otherwise, I would highly recommend a John East Uni Pre. And when you speak to John, you can say what you want on it. If you don't want all the extra bits and bobs, you tell him and he'll just make the board and the controls up how you want it. He can build it, send it to you or send it to Ian. You make sure Ian's got it, and then Ian can fill the holes he doesn't need, create the new ones he does, and away you go. That would sound amazing. Or I think it would. Andy, did I hear you talking about Series 4000s? Yes, Jay's got one that's led a slightly battered life, and he's looking for advice on circuits, because it looks like buying the equivalent status replacement's going to be close to £500. Yeah. Okay. So clearly there are different options here on the status site for different circuits, and not all of them have all the controls in place. Some of them you've got to buy these extra bits. I mean, your other option would be to go for something like if you're not that bothered with having the original thing, is have something like the T-Bass circuit, which is 375, but you get 2 volumes, treble, cut and boost, EQ on off. It's all on one strip, so it'll be like super jazz layout, like the GB, the old GBs classics before they became Spitfires. It was just four controls, one of which was stacked in a row. But all the circuits are there, so you can, if you want to stay with a status circuit, they're all there. But like I say, it will pretty much be kind of determined by, well, the holes that you've got and the holes that you need will be determined by the circuit you go for. There we go. Andy, yours is serial 003. Whoa. Well done. Very well done. That will have collector's value because it's a very low number. Good to see you, gang. I see 22 people are here. Welcome. We're talking bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, great bass players, bass accessories, anything to do with the world of bass. That's what this channel is all about. Come on in. If you want to talk any of that, you're amongst friends. If you want to come in and talk about jacking your car up and replacing an exhaust, that's not us, I'm afraid. Or you want to talk about bass fishing, that's not us. This is bass, not bass. We have to clear those things up, or people get confused. You get some guy coming in, what maggot bait do I need for if I'm going course fishing next week? Zuma, you downloaded the Robbie Neville tracks. What do you think? And what did you think of the bass line on Dominoes? Sorry. Isn't that just fabulous? Told you it was good. Paul Jones, totally bassed, or totally bassed if you're a fisherman. Jay, your series 4000 is serial number 66. Very good. Andy, you saw Theo Katzman last Sunday. Amazing. Very good. Down under, no doubt. Excellent. I think my next show will be, it'll either be one of the early Level 42 shows on the upcoming World Machine 40th anniversary. And if it's not, then it'll be Young Gun Silver Fox at Coco in Camden, start of October. Can't wait. Can't wait. Hope everyone's doing good, though. You got gigs coming up? Let me know where you're playing, what you're doing. Looking at some new gear? Tell us what you're getting, or what your eye's on. Paul Jones, are you playing bass this evening? No, we don't do playthroughs. Sometimes I have a bit of a frimic and stuff, but no, this is an on-the-fly impromptu live chat. I haven't got any gear set. Well, there's gear everywhere, but it's not set up for playing. This is a sort of wind down session following Tuesday night's regular live chat. Where's for? Next show is in 2 days for you. Level 42 all the way. Oh, look at you. Very good. Very good. Is that a public show or is that a private show? You mean you're going to see Level 42, aren't you? Going to a outdoor thing, I think. I remember you mentioning it. You never know, we might get Level 42's drum tech popping on. Jem, if you're out there, if you're staying at Heathrow again, he popped on a couple of weeks ago. Andy, sorry guys, got to get to work. I'll try and catch up once I log on. No problem. You know where we are? Westford, yes, a festival. There you go. Very good. Enjoy it. Where is that? Where in France is that? I'm assuming it's France, of course. Christian Pretorius, good to see you. Do I listen to Tool? Not one of my sort of bands. I have met Justin Chancellor on a couple of occasions. Very nice guy. I was meant to interview him when we were at Warwick Base Camp, and he flew in literally about 6 hours before I was leaving, and we didn't get to do the interview. But very nice guy. But no, Tool aren't really my bag, to be honest. If you want to talk about them, feel free. There'll be other Tool fans here, but no, not my thing. Not my thing. J-Base, are you playing at Nick's memorial gig? I am. I don't know who I'm playing with yet. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to speak to Ali about that, because it seems like there's lots of musicians going, but there's no sort of running schedule as to who's playing with who and all of that. So yeah, I'll be there. Jamie will be with me as well. Westford, it's in Germany, in Mosbach. Okay, cool. Well, enjoy. Gareth, my next gig is Bill Bailey in August. Does that count? Of course. He plays. It counts. Ken, are the P basses used for the Queen tribute stock? Yeah, ish. I can probably pull them right behind me. So this is the main one, doing the old black and gold thing. So this is a standard Mexican, about 550 quid they used to be. It came with chrome hardware, white plate, ripped the plate off, got the black and 3-ply black and white. Gold controls, replaced. Changed the bridge for a brass Wilkinson's unit. Swapped the pickups out for Aguilar 4P60s, which are much tastier. Changed the strap buttons, changed the string tree, and also changed the machine heads for hip shots. So these are hip shot elephant ear tuners. So that's the one I use for most of it. My backup, if I can work out where it is, I think it might be in its gig bag, which makes things a little trickier. The backup, if you go into the channel, you'll see a review and a demo of a Fender FSR 70s Precision. Ash body, tortoiseshell plate, maple neck, black side binding, black dots. That's the backup. And that is, apart from previous owner changing the scratch plate, that is stock. A totally different sounding Precision. It's like, wow, it's ash and maple. It's super bright, clank, boisterous and bolshy and in your face. Totally different sound, but really good. So that one essentially is stock, and nothing else has been changed on it. You got any more questions along that line, Kent? Feel free to ask me. Very happy to talk about Queen tributes, John Deacon and his basses. Oh yes. Westford, level 42 do not come to France often. I think they used to do stuff in Nice and Marseille, and probably before your time. They have done stuff since Mark reacquired the name in the early 2000s. Someone with an Arabic name, I don't know what that says, but you said hi, welcome. You want to come on, talk bass guitars, feel free, it's what we're here. Zuma, hang on, which Nick passed? Nick Smith of Peterborough passed away in January. Dr. Bass, he was known as, although there's lots of people go by that handle. I can't even share a picture. Send you a link to his Facebook profile, because his sisters and his mum have kept the profile going. Here we go. This man, there we go. Westford, I'll jump and dance like I never did before at the level 42 concerts. You do that. Enjoy them while you can. We never know when they're going to stop, so every gig, enjoy. Christian, rest in peace, Ozzy. Quite very much so. I was talking to my friend Paul Guerin today. We don't talk often, but I messaged and remind him it's 30 years since we first met and worked together. And he was very good friends with Ozzy. He used to go and work for him and another guy called Will. And yeah, he was telling me all sorts of things. So yeah. With that said, do you believe he was the godfather of rock? He was the godfather of metal, I think. But the more I watch stuff of him, I'm not entirely sure he was always compos mentis of everything that was going on around him. I get the impression he was just very thankful that he got his break, and kind of being a singer in a band that then became very successful meant he didn't have to keep going back in prison all the time. But yeah, he's certainly not the godfather of rock, but possibly the godfather of metal. Yeah, that wouldn't be too far from the truth, I think. Zuma, yes. Yeah, well, oh, God. Saturday will be a year exactly since I last saw Nick, and I bought this off him. He hadn't had it long. He'd only had it for about 15 months. He bought it to do it up and flog it, and I bought it. And that was the last time I saw him. And that'll be Saturday, 1 year since I saw him. Little did I know what was going to happen 6 months later, but there we go. Enjoy your time while you're here, folks. Make the most of it. You don't get a second run, all right? And so yeah, so I've got this. I bought this from him, and I've got his Spectre, and I've got a few other little bits and pieces coming my way very shortly. They were meant to be delivered last Thursday, then they were meant to be delivered today, and I've now been told I might get them on Sunday. I'll report back if I do. So this is a Anaconda. What the hell am I talking about? An Alembic Persuader, but without the P&J setup. The original guy that ordered this, or girl, decided he wanted humbuckers. He or she wanted humbuckers, not the PJ. Very nice it is. Koa top, flame Koa top. You can just see the lines around about here. They're not always totally visible, but they're there. And it's a belter. It plays great. Thank you, Nick. Where you are. Yes, Hulk Hogan went. Yes, very sad. It's been a week, been a month of it. Diogo Jota, Ozzy, Hulk Hogan, a couple of jazz players. I saw things on Facebook and Instagram. It's crap this month. Yes, rest in peace, Ozzy. Now my hard rock metal band want to do a bunch load of covers of him. There you go. Get your teeth into that, literally. Christian Pretorius, metal. I stand corrected. That's all right. Everyone's got a different opinion. It's all good. Zuma, wow, what a beauty. Yeah. Now, you've got to tell me, have you listened to the Robbie Neville stuff? What do you think? J-Base, thanks for the advice. We'll see if I can get back in a bit if I'm still awake. We'll contact John East tomorrow. Very good. Try calling him first. Emails, sometimes he can be a bit slow with. So try and call him. If you can't get him, send him a text and send him an email, and a social message doesn't go amiss either. Gareth, both Lemmy and Ozzy passed 17 days after their last gigs. Don't stop playing would be my advice. Chuck Mangione just died. Yes, exactly. That's one of the guys I was mentioning. Toasted Sandwich, I thought that line of jacking your car up was going somewhere very different. If you could see all the messages that I get when I do a vertical live stream, there's things you guys don't see because YouTube sort of preempts that I'm not going to want it up. So yeah, you don't see everything. Westfall, that flame Koa always looks beautiful. It is. It's a cracker. It really is. Not that heavy either. Medium scale. So it gets a little tight up the top end, if you'll pardon the phrase. Up here, it's very tight, whereas the other bases are both long scales, and it's a little broader. but that's all right. I'm okay with that. Gareth, seen a load of venues jumping on the Aussie bandwagon. Well, you will. You're going to see Aussie tributes everywhere. Yeah, looking for tributes, exactly. Ernest Zappa, hello from Argentina. Welcome. Good to see you. Talking bass guitars, my man. If you want to talk basses, bass amps, bass effects, talking music, great bass players, it's all good. Wybrox, can you check out the Charlie Brown Senya Do Tempo song? Well, I'm not playing. I put this on because we were talking about my old mate Nick Smith. So I'm not doing any play-alongs. Zuma, yes, Domino sounds like it's doubled with synth bass. It is actually a bass player because the credits on the album stipulate the bass player, and he's on a couple of the other tracks as well. Either that or someone who's playing a real sick 5-string. It's an amazing tone. I wanted that tone in my early days. I was like, if I can get that tone. Can't ask Alex Sadkin what the guy was playing and I couldn't find the bass player. I tried looking. I could never find him to ask him. It's amazing bass tone. Yes, it does kick ass. Correct. Ernest, hi. Do we know who played all of that? I'll for Tuesday's live chat. I'll dig out the CD. I'll get the liner notes and I'll tell you. Although to be fair, you can probably just Google it. Let's be fair. Right, Robbie Neville, first album. Let's see what we can find out. Here we go. Musicians. It is a guy called Tommy Farraga or Farraga. Oh no, sorry. See if it'll tell us by track. See, both of the people credited as playing bass also do keys. Here we go. Dominoes as a separate thing. It doesn't tell you anything, does it? Come on. Tell you who would know. Phil Fornelli, who was Alex Sadkin's sort of apprentice, and he's still out there. He might know. If you can get a hold of him online. He might know indeed. But yeah, I remember reading something online about that album, and it said that John Van Tongeren, but here on Wikipedia it's saying keyboards, and he played bass on Look Who's Alone Tonight, which is like the last song on the album. But I'm sure he's the guy that did Dominoes. We should try and track someone down who knows some of this info. But it's amazing, whatever it is. So, Callum Hayes, hi. Can we hear a little something? I'm not plugged in. I know I do have a wall of amplification, but no, I'm not plugged into anything, I'm afraid. Sorry. Not today. Ernest, you like Soda Stereo? What's that? I don't know. Ernest, any relation to Frank Stereo? Oh, Frank Zappa. That's a poor gag, Gareth. Seek Soda Stereo. Okay, I'll check it out later. Westfort. I don't know what you're saying, man. The Ashdown is up there. Up there. If I get my head out of the way, move my arm. That's an Ashdown. It's a Superfly. The one that allowed you to have 99 presets of EQ and compression, which was an adaptation of the original MP11 that Trace Elliott did, where you could have 10 without compression. It was just EQ. Mark King used to use one, which meant he didn't have to keep going over and playing with his graphic EQ on a gig. He could just set up the different EQs for different songs and call them up by foot switch. Gareth mentioned earlier in the week a lot of Trace T1200s. Yes, not sure what's going on there. I think you are right. I think it's people thinking they're going to get old style trace, but you want old style trace, you got to buy old style trace. You ain't going to get it in a new product. Trace Elliott is just a brand name now. The sounds you remember from the 80s and 90s, you want that, you got to buy it. You ain't going to get it in the new products. Zuma, I'd like to buy an old trace head with the black light, yeah, just to look at it. Yeah. Things from our youth. They're so indicative of that time. It was just the best gear, best sounding gear, best looking gear. They nailed everything. Just a shame that the components keep going wrong. Correct. Well, funny you should say that, Gareth, because one of the things that's coming my way is one of Nick Smith's Trace Elliott heads for me to do a load of content here on the channel, and apparently it's in fine working order. I'll be the one that decides that when it gets here. Oh yes, oh yes. You're very welcome in. It's 10:30 here in London. This is an impromptu live chat. It's not one of the planned, regular, highly polished affairs that we do on Tuesdays. So we're just chewing the fat, talking bass, hanging out. It's all good. Zumi, you have a Trace 410 and a 15 stack in your Mars garage. Part of me says keep hold of it because it will go up in price. The other part of me says it ain't going to go up in price. I'd shift it because it's going to weigh a ton, and heavy cabinets are not selling. He says with a whole load of EBS Proline stuff. Prices online have not gone up on that. Preamps and amplifiers, yes. Cabinets, no. I think so many of the younger generation now are ensconced in Neo gear. I think the days of back-breaking cabinets are just gone. Unless studio producers come and start buying it up. But how many studios are there these days? Not too many. Zuma, nobody wants it. That's exactly it. That's why I'd rather just look at it. Oh, okay, fair enough. Gareth, mate of mine gigs with old SWR cabs, sod cutting them around. Yeah, some of them were definite backbreakers. Westford, I'd love having a Trace, but I don't have the space for one. All this gear takes up space. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, he says. Yes. Has he just appeared? Oh, there he is. There he is. The man with the pinkest beard in history. Evening, Chief. Evening. Hope you're well. I was just saying to the brethren, Saturday will be a year since I last saw Nick. That's caught up on me a bit stealthily. Yes, Westford, even the old combos are huge. They are. And people used to buy the Trace combos, the big ones, 4x10 with a head. It's all the weight in one box. You've got the amplifier, which weighed a ton, and you've got the cabinet weighed a ton. And people used to carry them about. It's like, you're going to be dead. Kill you. Don't drop it on your foot. Break your foot. When's my podcast starting? Ooh. When I filmed it soon, hopefully. I've got that and the Fretless Odyssey to really sort of get moving on. The problem I got at the moment is I haven't got filming room here. I'm trying to work out if I can do it somewhere else in the house. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go and hire a studio to do it. I haven't got room here, and I'm literally juggling gear and where it is in the room in order to film. In order to do the podcast and the Fretless thing, I need room. So I'm on it. They're both top of my list of videos that I've got to work on. And the Mark King thing for autumn. Westfort, huge weight for a huge tone. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's like whether the tone is worth all that weight and breaking your back for. Psycho chat, bro, you know Aleph Bata. What? No. I don't do play alongs, I'm afraid. Copyright strikes and all of that. Sure. Should I go weigh my giant Gibson basses? You can if you wish. I have a 78 RD and an 82 Victory bass. Well, I've got a couple of Alembics here and they're fairly weighty as well. All that old gear just used to just kill you, pulverize you. Jamie, when you add the cumin and the garam masala. Oh, I see. Very good. He's here all week, folks. Leonard, how many bananas can you eat at once? You have to drink it with strawberry milk. Next, Abe 2, guitar, dancing, hat. What is this, like a game? Is this like name that tune or something? Give me a clue. That's what it is. From the 70s. Hello. You're waving. Hello, hi, I can see you. Welcome. No, I can't do the alerts. We're not on StreamYard. I'm just on native YouTube here. You're from Algeria. Very good. Are you here to talk bass guitars? You want to learn English? You've come to the wrong place. You can listen in. You might get a bit of it. Westfort, I already have back problems. So if I go down the Traceway, it's only going to be a matter of day till I get paralyzed. It is if you go for old Trace. If you go for new Trace, you won't have any issues because it's all super lightweight. A Trace Elliott Elf you can put in the back pocket of your jeans. They're that small. Jamie's waiting for the cooking segment. Of course. You love music, Ozzy Osbourne, Dreamer. Rest in peace, Oz. I worked out Zuma. Second Robbie Neville album, I forgot to mention it. It's got the likes of Neil Stubenhouse on it. I think Abe Laboriel might be on there as well. He's got some great players on his second album. The first album is more like a studio project with him and Alex Sadkin and his people. The second album, because Sadkin had died before the second album came out. I think, am I talking rubbish? Let me just check. Spell it properly, you dope. Place Like This came out in 88. Yeah, Sadkin died in 87. It didn't match the success of his debut album. Okay. Let's see who the producers were. Oh, yeah, that's all of that. Okay, Neville's second album was released in 88. Didn't match the success of the first album. It spawned top 40 moderate hits. Neville was in discussion with kind of becoming lead singer of Yes following departure of John Anderson. Good Lord. Okay. Let's have a look, see if I can find out who produced the second album. Okay, doesn't really say. I'll have to dig these out, have a look at the liner notes, because all the information we want will be in there. So, Westford, New Trace aren't the real thing. No, they're what they are. Beat After Beat were boiling bass knobs today. Or do you mean we are boiling bass knobs today? I don't know. Westford, got to go all the way. I'm getting a Trace. There's better gear than Trace now. And believe me, when you've got a Trace that keeps going wrong and things need repairing on it, it's a pain in the ass. Get reliable, modern gear that sounds good. He did die awfully young, 37, I think. We're talking about Alex Sadkin, producer. We're talking about him on Tuesday live chat. In a car crash. And you were right. He did know Jaco Pastorius because they both came out of Florida. So there would have been cross-pollination. Zoom. Alex died eerily close to Jaco. Yeah, around the same time. Different circumstances, of course. It was a car accident. Beat After Beat. I was just joking about the cooking show. But I'm not. Brooksy's Cooking Corner is next on the list of YouTube channels. It's not actually. Next channel will be for my dog, Charlie. About 2 months apart. Imagine if he'd been involved in more Duran albums. Who knows? Who knows? Westford, yeah, I'm good with my Mark bass combo. Still a bit heavy, but sounds great. There you go. If you're happy with what you got, use that. And it won't cripple you. Strings on this are absolutely past it. You're looking forward to the new Asia album. I saw all of that being promoted online. From what it sounds like, a lot of Asia fans aren't very happy with it because it just sounds like Asia in name. Charlie makes curry. Yeah, with a leg missing. That'd be an interesting one. Gareth, use a Mark bass, little Mark III with a Mark bass 210 for most gigs. There you go. If that's what you can get by with, excellent. Oh dear. Intonations are a little bit there. Coming up to 11:15. Crikey, evening's flying by. It's been a funny old day. I've been doing house jobs all day. House jobs, garden jobs, walking the dogs, cleaning the floors, hoovering, cleaning up, cooking dinner. It's been full on. I haven't stopped. And AJ, I have a doubt my bass has too much action. I was reattached the fretboard when it was broken before. Truss rod, no use. Do you have any ideas? I'm struggling with your English, but I'll try and decipher what you've typed there. I have a doubt my bass has too much action. You reattached the fretboard when it was broken before. Truss rod no use. When you say the truss rod's no use, is it fully maxed out or is it not engaged? If it's not engaged, then you need to apply it. If it's maxed out, then yes, you have an issue. The only other option is to shim the neck in the neck pocket. But if you can give me some more meat on the bones of what you're trying to tell me, that would be really helpful. I'll try and help you as much as I can, but it's hard to understand what you're trying to tell me based on what you've already put in. But if I can help, more than happy to do so. Zoom's music, even with such strings, your alembic anaconda passes the acoustic test. Nice and lively. I don't know why I said anaconda. That was just on my brain. Beat after beat. Asia will never be Asia without John Wetton. Quite. I wrote John Wetton's obituary for Bass Guitar magazine. Domestic non-bass jobs. Yes, quite. And Westfort will make French onion soup. Excellent. Excellent. Gary Harrison or a steam press. Yes. I'm kind of getting the gist of what Anne AJ was trying to say, but I'm not entirely convinced I've got the right end of the stick. But if you can give us a bit more info between the lot of us, we might be able to offer some advice. And Lord knows that's what we're here for. Thank you to the new subscriber who subscribed to the channel since the live chat started. If you're watching, thank you very much. Very much appreciated, of course. Please give the video thumbs ups, guys. Thumbs up, most important thing you can do for a channel and a video. If you're watching, please give the video a thumbs up. It makes all the difference. It's the best thing to get the YouTube algorithm to notice that people are enjoying the video. And then the video gets pumped out to more bass players, and more bass players come and watch the channel. And then we have more people attending the live chats. And we have more intelligent brains to harness their knowledge, which is the job. Avec beaucoup de baguette, le rouge fromage ferme la douche, Rodney. That's what I have to offer there. Beat after beat. Well, that is nice. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Mohammed, you're a beginner. That's cool. How can I train my fingers to reach the bass frets more effectively? Time and practice, my friend, and it can be done. There are no shortcuts. So as you'll learn, playing bass is quite physical in terms of the size of the instrument, what your hands and your arms have got to go through. But it's time, it's practice, and it's effort. And the time and the practice and the effort that you put in will pay back in spades, like lots of it. If you do the work, do it slowly, take your time. And as the weeks, months, years progress, you'll realize all that effort you put in at the start was well placed. How can you train your fingers to reach the bass frets more effectively? I'll give you a very nice, simple little exercise. Get a metronome or a drum pattern thing, or something that's just doing a click, or a bass drum, donk, donk, donk. Whether it's a metronome, something on your phone, laptop, tablet, whatever. Play it at a slow, steady rhythm. You have 4 fingers on your hand. I want you to play 1 note per fret and 1 finger per fret. So then drop down the string and play it in time with the metronome. And if it's too fast, slow it down. And over time, you will build finger strength and finger independence. And once you get there, you go back down again. Then move up 1 fret and do it again and cover the whole of the fingerboard. So that'll get you started. Come back and see me on Tuesday. Tuesday live chat, 8 p.m. London time. Let me know how you're getting on. That's your exercise for the weekend, your homework. Get cracking. Hunter Hatcher, I'm coping with the fact that the universe decided to take Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan in the same week. Now you know what it was like for us back in 2015, 2016, when loads of musicians and bass players all went in a very, very small amount of time. I know because I wrote obituaries for many of them in Bass Guitar magazine. I wrote Prince's obituary. I wrote Victor, guy used to play with Victor Bailey, used to play with Weather Report. Victor Bailey, I did John Wetton. I did, oh God, there was a whole bunch. Go into my folder here, I'll tell you. Wasn't a happy time. Bass Guitar magazine, obituaries, here we go. Did Greg Lake, Pete Overend Watts, John Wetton, Pete Way, Philip Kubicki, Prince, our old friend Vic Davis, much missed, and Victor Bailey. We were doing them all the time. All the time. Yeah, been a sad week. A sad month, to be fair. Wes Fort's doing his best French conversion for Jamie. Very good. And Anjay. While playing in my band, bass hit the fan on the top. Oh, and it broke. And the fretboard separated from the neck. Wow. So attached with the wood epoxy. Okay. From then I have my action is too high. I can play properly. So does that mean the truss rod has gone? Is there no truss rod in there? Because if there isn't, there's your problem. So basically a truss rod counteracts the pressure and force that the bass strings put on the wood of the neck when they're tuned to pitch. If you don't have a truss rod in there, at some point you're going to tune those strings up and the fingerboard's going to go. So you need that truss rod in there. I'm assuming it is in there, but if you're telling me it's not, it doesn't matter how much epoxy you coat that wood in. At some point, the timbers are just going to go, they're going to give up. Certification champs. Hey, man. Hey, can you play Pasuri song? No. Gareth Harrison, practice finger exercise and scales without an amp and watching TV. Correct. That's what I do. Pink Bass Man. Is that Jane or Jamie? I was watching that yesterday. Start by keeping them moving slowly. Correct. Hans Egon, impossible. What's impossible? Jamie, Pink Mangione, Chuck Mangione, yes. And AJ, there is a truss rod. I rotate, it's not working. Is it connected at the other end? The anchoring point, is it attached there? Is it engaged, is what I'm asking. If it's not, you could take the truss rod out and reseat it and see if that makes any difference. If not, you're going to need to go to a luthier or a tech and get them to look at it all. Because you can rotate a truss rod, and if it's not engaged, you can turn it until the cows come home. It's not going to have any effect. And AJ, it's okay, man. Thanks a lot. That chords can be playing bass. I'm working with your English as best I can here. That chords can be playing bass. Are you asking what chords we can play on bass? Pink Mangione. Yeah, that's your favorite cake. In fact, I can't believe you haven't asked your curry restaurant over there to do your pink curry. Gareth Harrison, if it's a bolt on neck, it might be cheaper just to replace the neck. Agreed. Well, I mean, you can replace a truss rod. It's not the hardest job in the world, but if you don't feel confident doing it, and it's going to cost you a lot of money at a tech to do it, it shouldn't do. But if they're going to charge you a lot of money and it's a bolt on, then yes, just replace the neck. Cut your losses, time and grief and money, and do the just be sensible about it. Yeah. And it'll come out dark red as well. You'll think you'll be having a turn, but you won't. There is only Status that can do good basses without a truss rod. No, most of the graphite necks are pretty good. Some of them in the earlier days, I think, Jamie, remind me, Gould? Were Gould one of the originals? And then you got Moses as well. I'm sure there was a graphite neck maker called Gould. And there was Moses. You got the modular stuff. But yeah, all my Stati that don't have truss rods have no need for one. Gould made the first modulus. There we go. How do I improve ear training? It's practice. I can play songs just by hearing on the piano, but finding bass notes in the song is tough. There's only so many notes, and they're cyclical. So you've got a 1 in, is it 1 in, 1 in 12, 12, 11, 12. You've got a 1 in 12 chance of finding the right starting note. But how to improve ear training, playing along to songs, playing songs that you are familiar with, working them out, learning phrases, learning patterns. A lot of bass stuff is similar patterns, lots of Motown stuff. Some songs are just blatant copies of other songs within the Motown stable, just in a different key. So you learn those sort of things. But, you know, go out and pick a bunch of albums you've never heard before. Start listening to them. Start playing along. That broadens your ear, makes you aware of other players, how they play, and you'll learn that. Any song suggestions? Oh. I mean, look, yeah, I could rattle off for I could do like till the morning. I don't know what music you like. What sort of genre do you like? What do you like listening to? Who are your favorite bass players? What do you like? Westfort, you just learned Floating Life. Good one. Yes, Gaz. Sing or hum the bass line as you're playing it. Correct. It's all practice, though. All these things, we've had a couple of questions along the sort of theory and practical lines. It is practice, guys. There is no easy way through all of this stuff. You got to put the hours in, learn it, learn these facets, and over time it sinks in. It really does. Okay, new songs are cool. If you like that sort of stuff, try having a go on some Yes, because Chris Squire's bass lines are fabulous, and a lot of his bass lines are harmonically. A lot of bass players play their root parts. Chris Squire's bass lines are all over the place, but they enrich the song that they're in. Check out some of that. Check out some Motown. Check out some level 42, because a lot of that you can hear and you can start working it out. It's the songs that make you want to play. If you play in a covers band or you play any covers, pick a load of stuff that maybe the band isn't playing that maybe they should, and just play along, learn those songs, break them down. work things out. Westford, True Believers. Yes. What a baseline that is. Beat after beat. What do you think of John Myung? I interviewed him 10 years ago. A lovely guy, if a little shy, and not particularly chatty, but as a player, phenomenal. He's a great player in that genre. What he does is fabulous. Status for True Believers. I've played that on many bases. Don't you worry. Gareth, I'm currently woodshedding the majority. I've heard Gareth. I'm currently woodshedding the majority scale, major scale maybe, in a circle of fifths to improve my fingerboard knowledge. Very good. Very good. All those things, that sort of stuff, you do it often enough, the joy of repetition is it sinks in, becomes habit, and your brain works in a different way when you learn these things. Mohammed, thank you very much, sir. I used to play guitar. I'm now trying to learn bass. Very good. You're very welcome here on the channel, of course. If we can help you in any way, let us know. Turns out it's not as easy as I thought. Welcome to my world. The frets are too far apart. No. That's just adapting. You're playing a man's instrument now. Big, thick strings and a big neck. I think I'll need to adapt. It's practice. You'll soon get it. Don't worry. Gareth Harrison, major scale even. There we go. That's got it out. Westford, yes, with that bridge pickup. Correct. Mark used status on that one. Yes, he did. The whole album. There's very little JD on True Colors. Beat after beat, he is a low-key bass player. Who are we talking about? Chris Squire? Mark King? What are we talking about? Kamusi Mwanzo. Hello, my brother. Welcome. We're talking bass guitars, bass players, bass amps, bass effects, all that sort of caper. Gareth, John Myung is a great player. His bass is Marmite bass, though. Agreed? Agreed. He does very well, but he goes through lots of signature models, which is, he's like the Rex Brown of prog rock, you know, always looking for another deal, another instrument. And it gets to a point with these players where they have 4 or 5 different basses, and you begin to think you don't actually know what's good, do you? You're just taking money from the deals, having a bass made. But if you sat them down and said, what's your ideal bass? It probably wouldn't bear any resemblance to the basses they use or have used in their careers. I would wager. You're referring to the Music Man bongo, yeah. His basic bongos are Marmite. They have been for 20 years, and they will continue to be so. I know there's lots of people love the tones though, so just that look, that toilet seat look. What was the guy at BMW thinking? I just don't get it. The toilet seat of basses. There we go. Music Man toilet seat Westford. Yes, BMW. One of BMW's designers designed the bongo bass for Music Man. Oh, hello. I was off the fingerboard, that's why. Ah. Tony Franklin is a bass monster. He's a great player. He's a great player. I like his approach. He doesn't muck about. He just sort of gets straight into it. He doesn't. I'd love to interview him, actually. It might be a thing. Hungarian scale time. Haha. Bill Clements. Here we go. Good to see you, my man. Hope you're well. How you doing, Bill? What's happening? Met Tony back in the NAM. Tony. I know not of whom you speak. Hoddy J. You're losing me, Bill. I don't know what you're talking about. Explain. Levin. No. How did when he said Tony, I instantly thought Tony Levin, but I don't know if that's who he meant. Franklin, cool. It's late in the day, Bill. We're not firing on all neurons here. Beat after beat, I think he's talking about Franklin. Yeah. It's all that floor mopping. It's done my brain in today. JD Fretless time. Yes, indeed. I'm assuming that is an Anton, that name. It's in Cyrillic. Clitor. What's that? Clitor. I have no idea. He was A&R for Fender. Yes, he was. Thank you, beat after beat. Jelly roll. I'm gonna have to look up some Tony stuff because he's very active on his socials and his YouTube. I need to go and listen to more of his back catalogue. Methinks. Thank you to new subscribers. We've now had 4 new subscribers. Thank you very much. Bless your hearts. Thank you. Oh, Bill Clements, you got your precision by him. Okay. Yeah, Blue Murder. Correct. Yes. And The Firm with Paul Rogers, Jimmy Page, and Chris. Oh, I can't remember the drummer's surname. Gareth, love Tony Franklin's work with Kate Bush. And AJ, love your content. Thank you very much. There's plenty of it. There's about 770 odd videos. So get stuck in. Plenty to keep you busy. Bill Clements, the Firm stuff is still top notch. Yeah, but anything with Rogers on is going to be top notch, to be fair. Slade? Was he in Slade? Tony Franklin was in Slade. Surely not. Beat after beat, agreed. Yes, there we go. Anto Gontrez Bokov. Okay, we're talking bass guitars here. If you're going to write in the live chat window, you need to do it in English, okay? Oh, Chris Slade, thank you. Well done. You need to write in English. So rather than just put a load of foreign guff in there, put what you want to say into Google Translate it into English, and then copy and paste it into the live chat window. Then I've got a hope of understanding what you're talking about, because otherwise I haven't got a clue and we can't converse. It's a bit like me talking in Martian, trying to ask you what's the best way to the pharmacy. You know, it's like that. Chris Slade, of course. Well done. It's the hive mind, isn't it? That's the deal. No gig for me tomorrow. I'm seeing the folks tomorrow. Got jobs to do. Gig on Saturday in Harlow with Uncle Funk's Disco Inferno. And after Saturday, we haven't got an Uncle Funk show for about 3 or 4 weeks. 4. Yeah, 4. 23rd, I think, our next one after that. So I'm going to I've actually got a couple of weeks with no gigs in the middle of August. So plenty of content coming here on the channel, I can assure you. Gareth, you've seen Chris Slade's band several times in the past when they played locally. Good? Is he still playing well? Anjay, Matt, I'm from South India. You're very welcome. I played in Mumbai. In here, bass lines are just counter melodies. Right. How do we keep up with the song? Learn the song. If you're listening to Western music, I mean, I don't have experience of playing that sort of material. If you're learning Western music, you've got to learn form. So general form is an intro, verse, chorus, middle eight or solo, bridge, instrumental, chorus, end. You have to learn the format of a song when you're learning it. But the best way of learning anything like this is to break it down into chunks. So if you're learning a song, just bog standard in terms of its layout, learn the verse, get that under your fingers, and don't move on to the chorus until you've got the verse perfect. Once you've got the verse perfect, you move on to the chorus. Learn that. Then play verse and chorus until it's perfect. And once you've got that, you've got the first verse, first chorus, second verse, second chorus. So you've got probably more than half of the song. And then any other parts, middle eights, bridges, solos, you learn those, bolt the whole thing together, and you've got the song. But don't rush ahead and try and learn a whole song in one hit. Take it piece by piece. And it'll sit in your head a whole lot better. Make notes, make charts. Write down the transition of chords, G to A to D to C to E, whatever it might be. Beat after beat. Do they really have Black Sabbath bridge in Birmingham? I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. Frankly, it wouldn't surprise me. Gaz played great, but just a glorified covers band. It's all right. That's what I used to do with the two guys from FM. We weren't glorified. We were just a covers band. And I used to love it when FM fans used to come and see us because they couldn't get their heads around it. It really did their heads in. That's Steve and Pete. But why are they playing covers? Because it's a covers band. Funny that, isn't it? Because people weren't buying FM albums and going to FM gigs in 1995, 96. What are they meant to live on? And the covers band earned us all a very nice little penny while we did it. Jamie, we'll see in September about the bridge. Well, it depends. It depends how much time we've got, mate. That's the defining factor. I need to speak to you about where your accommodation's going to be when you're in London. Because really, there's no point you being in the centre of town. Because if we're going to Birmingham and base stores en route on the Friday, you kind of need to be a bit further out, closer to me, out my way, which will be a lot cheaper for you. So I need to talk about this anyway. We'll do this off the live chat, maybe Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, you want a travel lodge, but you don't want to be in the centre of town. There's no point. We're going out of town on Friday. So you're going to be better off around like a 5 to 10 mile radius near me. There's no point, and you'll pay silly money if you get a travel lodge in London, in slap bang in the middle of London. It'll be nearly 100 quid. Whereas out near me, you might get one for about 25. That's curry buying tokens you're saving. Gareth used amazing slow downer for tricky lines. Yeah, we've had this chat before. I use Audacity. And AJ, Victoria DeAngelis from Main Skin. What do you think about her groovy bass lines? I haven't heard her, to be brutally honest. I'll need to check her out. Stuart has it sorted. We'll find out which one. Okie dokes. Is he meeting us up there? Beat after beat. Who do you think is the best female bass player? There is no best. There is no best. There's just different players. Same as with guys. I mean, there are notable female bass players, but there is no best. It's not a competition. What one person likes, another person dislikes. So there's no best when it comes to music. There's popular, there's sales, and there are notable players, people who stand out, but there is no best. You're staying around Heathrow. Okay. I haven't discussed this with you. I'm assuming it's just you I'm taking to Birmingham. I'm assuming Stuart isn't at Heathrow on the Thursday night, because if I end up with a gig, I've got to take my gear in the car, and I'm only going to fit one of you in the car. Anyway, that's a discussion for us off the live chat. Yeah, that's my take on that, beat after beat. I mean, how many notable female bass players do you want? Stuart's going to meet us at Heathrow. I'll check where the location of the travel lodge is. This is what I'm saying. On the Friday, we're going to Birmingham. If I have to take my gear in my car because I'm going to have a gig on Friday night, I won't be able to fit you and Stuart in the car. So I'm assuming either he has his own car, or I don't know. I don't know what your plan is there. Gareth, Gail Dorsey, Tal Wilkenfeld. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, both of those. Susie Quattro, of course. Nick West, Tina Weymouth, Esperanza Spalding. I mean, there's just loads of great female bass players. And certainly more of note, probably in the last 10 to 15, 20 years. Yes, we will sort it out. Very good. And AJ, okay, man, thanks. Night here. Good night. Thank you. Thank you for checking in. Come and join us on Tuesdays from 8 o'clock UK time. We have a regular Tuesday night live chat here in Brooksy's Bass Corner. We have a bit of a community and lots of bass players come in, and Mohini Day, of course, Westport. Well done. Bye, everyone. Thanks for the response. Pleasure. If we can help, ask us. I'm going to keep following your account. Thank you very much. Tippy78, thanks for your songs. Okay. Bill Clements, Brittany Frompovich. I can't sound familiar with her work, Bill. I'll take your word for it. Oh, these strings. This neck needs an adjustment on the truss rod. I think it's got two, actually, this one. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, gang, if you'd be so obliging. It really helps the video, helps me, helps the channel, shows the YouTube algorithm that you like the video, and it suddenly pushes the video out to more bass players. So we get more bass players come on, and we've got more knowledge, and we can talk about more things. It's all good. She is her. Hey, I Don't know what you're talking about, Tippy78. Gav Harrison, have you got old rotos? No, Nick put some nickel wounds on here. I don't know what they are, though. Dogs are going nuts. I'll leave that to the other half. She can deal with them. No, they're nickels, but I don't know what they are. They might be rotos. Might be. I don't know. Unfortunately, I can't ask the man because he's not here anymore. Bill Clements, obscure but brilliant. There we go. Bill, our favourite Ranger. Is it me or are people talking gibberish tonight? What's going on? I'm an intelligent guy. I have a degree, but people are talking absolute gibberish tonight. What is going on? What's Ranger? I don't know. Oh, the dogs. Sorry. Does sound Spanglish. Yeah. Pidgin English. The dogs don't want cake. They had cake on at the weekend. Because it was both their birthdays. One day after the other. They had the cake. And it gave them the squirts. That was the end of that. Hope no one's eating their dinner, by the way. What's happening is that everyone else needs a beer. I've finished mine. Yeah, probably. The glitch in the matrix, just a bit. What's happening is that, yeah. Tippy78, I find you. Good luck with that. Toasted sandwich, a Martian pharmacy definitely sounds interesting. The Matrix is flawed, yeah, just a bit. Rang is a nickname that Australians give to redheads because they remind them of a orangutan. Right, I didn't know that. I used to play the venues full of Australians and I didn't know that. Very good. Here we go. 5 subscribers, thank you. Unreal. Toasted Sandwich, got a few like that. Yeah. Christian, have you ever tried making music under the influence of psychedelics? Nah, never appealed to me. Gareth, Walkabout by any chance? Walkabout and other venues in London and the Southeast, in areas where there were high Southern Hemisphere travellers. So from about 1995 up until about 2007, 2008, used to play the Aussies all the time. I toast their drinking abilities. Toasted Sandwich, I like that we call Americans seppos. Okay. Christian, that's unfortunate considering someone of your caliber. I got miles on the clock. Don't worry about that. Bill Clements, she made the scene at Kalium string events that Jamie and I were at. Gotcha. And now back to Fender Precision. Cool. Okay. Jan Sieger. Hi from the north of Germany. Nice to meet you. Welcome. We're talking bass guitars. I don't know how long for because I'm going to be going to bed shortly, but we do another 10, 15 minutes. Got any questions, Jan? Just fire away. Toasted Sandwich, it's short for septic tank, which rhymes with yank. Right. Yeah. I know that. Of course I know that. Favorite bass riff? Ooh, there's too many. Yeah. Actually, I was on Phil DeHove's YouTube channel earlier watching his live chat, and he takes requests, and I said to him, he'd never heard the song Trapped in Toyland by Mr. Big, which to my mind is Billy Sheehan's greatest bass tone on record. It's grindy, it's gnarly, it's in your face, and it's full on. Love it. And there's some lovely riffs in that song. I'll pick that. That's my day made. And it's just lovely. It's just if I could bottle his tone from that song, I'd be a very rich man. Put it that way. And now back to Fender Precision. Oh, right, cool. Okay, I got you. Gareth. Foster's is the bottom of the barrel cheap beer in Australia. Yeah. Toasted. I feel if we can only make one contribution to rhyming slang, it's a pretty good one. Stacey will tell you I drop them into conversation regularly. She's not on here at the moment, she's at work, but yeah, I drop rhyming slang things in all the time. Middle 8 bars in After Forever by Black Sabbath, bass riff and tone. I love Tempest Fugit, actually. We've been talking good riffs, which is on the album Drama, Chris Squire classic. Sorry, it's gone to pot, isn't it? Right, let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love that riff. I've warmed up with that riff since 1991. It will always be one of my warm-up riffs. So if I'm on stage before we go on and I'm just warming up the hands, I'll play it. He says, having made a right pig's ear of it to start with. And you can play it all over the neck, so. Doesn't work with an open A on a G, does it, Mike? Dope. We've done that. Christian, is your left hand that fast in other situations or just on the fingerboard? Only the fingerboard. Joking. Tippy 78. Thanks. I haven't done anything. Shane Trithell. You from old chap. Try again. Nay taking the pish. Wind and pish. I'll have you know. We've had wind and pish today. Every time I tried to cut the lawn, it started raining. We got a barrel full of pish. Are you gigging this weekend, Jay? Where are you off to? Gareth Harrison, Love Like a Prayer. You love Like a Prayer by Madonna, played by Guy Pratt. Yeah, it's a good bass line, that. Very good. Very good. Very good for the CV, as he will tell you. Tippy 78, your guitar, please. It's not happening, is it? Shane Trithell, not taking the piss. I'm asking where you're from. London, in the UK. Devil 999, good to see you. Neil's Music, good evening, afternoon. We're in London. It is 11:30 at night here. I don't know where you are, but I hope you're well. Whether it's evening, afternoon, or morning. You're in the Netherlands, so you're an hour earlier. Earlier? Really? You'd be an hour later, I think. You have the Sunday morning adventures. Very good. Saturday evening is still open. I have one pending as a possibility. Good for you. I've got one Saturday. Private party. I'm going to the Isle of Wight next Saturday for a Queen show. I've actually contacted Mr. King, see if he has time for lunch, but I suspect he won't. He'd probably be out doing a festival or something. So. But you never know. PYCC. Anyone got any ideas? I have not got a clue what that means. Pretty young Coxic Carbuncle. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Westport, the king of the island. Yeah, quite. PYC. It's clearly like some sort of version of Morse code or something that I'm not au fait with. I'm clearly not down with the kids, so I haven't got a clue what any of that means. You've got to talk to me in English. Cryptic doesn't work in my book. I'm a Taurus. Cryptic doesn't work. Talking ringing tones that I understand much better. Never hurts to ask. No, correct. You don't ask, you don't get. Beat after beat. Will you ever write a book? There's a possibility. I don't know what it'll be on yet. If it's the adventures of a bass player, I could, but I can't write it yet because it's going to require several people to die before I can write it. I get taken to court if I wrote it how I wanted to write it, but I'm not writing a book if I don't think there's an audience. I got asked today, actually, if I'd attend the Southeast Bass Chat get together. In fact, what's it called? The Bass Bash. I've been asked to do these a few times. And a good friend said, "Oh, do you want to come along?" And I didn't know if he meant as a punter to buy a ticket or whether he wanted me there to do something. And I posted up. I don't know. Is it just you were just asking me, do I want to go or am I meant to be doing something? I said, because if I'm meant to be doing something, I'm not sure I've got a lot to offer that people would find useful. There are plenty of people on Bass Chat play at much higher level, bigger stages, bigger audiences than I do. I said, but maybe I've misread that. I don't know. I said, I don't know if I know some of the other people that are going are playing at a higher level than me. Are they going to want to sit and listen to me rabbit on? Well, people do here on the live chats. But and then someone came back and said, whoa, there's loads of stuff you can talk about that I'd find interesting. I was like, okay, well, one's good, but I'd need some other people to respond to that message and say, yes, we would like you to do something. But if no one does, I'm not doing it just for one person to watch. I can do that here on a live chat to thousands of people around the world. But we'll see. Gareth Harrison, please yourself, content creator. Could be. Jamie, bases and cake. Well, that's a perfect mix as far as I'm concerned. Depends what the cake is. It needs to be, I can't have the same cake all the time. There's too many good cakes to be had. My bass journey. Yeah. I've got a couple of ideas for video series here on the channel. So I won't divulge them, but I'm working on them in my ideas book. Could be good. If I do it right, film it right, and script it out properly, it could be good. We'll see. I'm hoping there's going to be some more adventures in my bass playing career yet. I'm hoping this isn't, this is as glorified as it gets. I've had the peak. I'm hoping there's more peaks to come. We shall see. I always find though, after a curry, you don't want a dessert. I'd rather eat tons of curry than have to leave a load so that I can have a dessert. It's weird. It's one of the few meals, one of the few cuisines where I won't leave a gap to have a dessert. I'd rather eat loads of curry and all the other bits and bobs and side dishes and all of that. A dessert never hurt. No, very good. I agree. But that's probably the one cuisine where I'm not that bothered. Yeah. Yeah, how are we doing? It's coming up. God, we go 2 hours. I feel like I just started. Oh, well. Fervent chat, you see. Can't do it without you fabulous people. Very well done. More peaks, less valleys. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. Don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up, gang, please, if you're watching. I can see there are 17 viewers at the moment. Thumbs ups are vitally important. The most important thing you can do for a YouTuber, if you like their videos, like their content, like their channel, give the videos thumbs up. It costs nothing to do it. It's exceptionally easy to do. And it makes a very, very big difference. Westford, it got me thinking that I've never eaten a curry and you're like, oh, you're missing out. Although, for some people, it takes a while for their palate in their mouth to fully enjoy the delights of a good curry. When you're younger, your palate's not built. Some kids do. They'll just wolf it down and, oh, yeah, it's great. Some people, it just doesn't happen. For me, I didn't have my first curry till now. 1994, it's 22. Mad. It's the way it is. Never look back. I can remember it was in the Ruby. Oh, now what was it called? In fact, it's gone. It's now become something else. Let me see. I was in Surbiton not so long ago. Yeah, it's changed. It was called. Oh, is that it? That might be it. That might be it. Not the Ruby. The Red Rose of Surbiton, I think, might be it. Might be it. You see it on a map. Oh, it's not that. It's not that. It used to be on that road, the A243. It's not the Red Rose. It was called something like the Ruby. I think it might have just been called the Ruby. And had a chicken karai. And it was fabulous. And I don't eat meat now, but it got me having a good curry. Gareth, maybe they want you to talk about your time with the magazines. I think that might well be a bit of it. A bit of it, yeah. Westford loves spicy food. Well, if you love spicy food, you'll love a curry. And there's so many different types. Fill your boots. Have a different one each time you go. Pink base, man. We can help with that, yeah. You were 11. That don't surprise me, really. But yeah, that was it. I know when we went to the Middle East, certainly the first time and the second time, the one thing we all wanted was a curry, and you couldn't get one out where we were. And I hatched a plan with a guy from another band who went out to the same place about 6 months after us. And he said, there's no curry houses here. I went, no. I said, and that's the daft thing, because this place used to have a huge expat British contingent in that place. I said, I can't believe there isn't one. And I asked a few people who'd been there for years and years, and they said, no, there was one here, and they couldn't make the finances work, so they closed it down. And I talked with another musician about setting one up. I said, could we do that? Even though we don't live there. I thought it might be a bit risky. We looked in the possibility, and then it was like, nah, it's too risky. If you're not there and you're not living there, it's not going to work. But it's a market. There's such a market there. And then lo and behold, a couple of trips later, there was a Korean, Thai, Australasian restaurant that did all the sort of tangy sauces and stuff, and it was like, oh no, this is good, we can work with that. Rick Beato's just dropped his Aussie vid. Okay, I tell you, he works so quick. He really does work quick, that man. He's coming to London, actually. He's doing a show. Yeah, he did something, said something a couple of weeks ago. It was about the whole copyright thing, copyright music copyright. I didn't agree necessarily with his point of view and some of the things he was saying. That's the joy of life. We can all have different opinions. So thank you to all the new subscribers. That's fabulous. We've just hit 4,420 subs. 6 since we came online on this live chat. Thank you very much. Bless your hearts. Much appreciated. If anyone's got any questions, anything about basses, bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, anything I can help with, let me know. Yeah. Gareth, hopefully he's put more effort in than the nameless bass. Oh, come on. We discussed that at some length on Tuesday. Yeah. They had a go at it. Oh. My rack's full up. It'll have to be in another rack. Just like having different guitars, there's one for everyone. Correct. Yeah, is that what you call it? Call what? In the rack? Yeah. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 racks in here full of basses. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Lobster Rock, good to see you. Yeah. It's been a sad month. There's a lot of people passing away. By the way, does anyone know who Harley Quinn 74 on Bass Chat is? They've talked, or they've posted up about this Bass Chat thing twice today, and I don't know who that is. They clearly know me and the channel, and I don't know who it is. If it's someone on here, please make yourself known. Westford, you have a question. Go for it. Speak forth, my boy. What would you like to know? Sporting the Young Gun Silver Fox t-shirt tonight, of course. How do you protect bass from humid place? It's very difficult. Jamie, ideas? I don't know. And I know many people who've lived in like Thailand and out in sort of the Far East, and they've struggled with their bases, had serious problems with humidity on the neck, tarnishing of the hardware. There was a guy actually wrote a My Bass Is column in Bassist, and he had a bass made by David King, who's a bit of a custom bass builder, and this bass was the only bass he'd ever had that didn't tarnish or suffer from problems with the humidity. And that was a whole feature in that mag in one issue. Regular truss rod adjustments and the rest. Amit, is there any drought in UK right now? No, there's a hosepipe ban in the southeast because we've had very little rainfall since spring. Well, since February. And we've had a couple of furnace weeks here in most of the UK where it's been in the mid 30s, but it's cool. It's been 20 degrees today. It's going to be 27 tomorrow. But I don't think there's anything forecast dreadfully. Why are you coming over? Or do you want to live somewhere where there's a drought? Bill Clements, silica gel packets. Yeah, lots of them. That's the truth. Zuma, trivia time. I'm learning Whistle Down the Wind by Nick Hayward, 1983. At the moment, which looking it up, can anyone tell me who played the beautiful fretless? I think it could be Les Namesh, who was the bass player in Haircut 100. So look, or it might be Pino Palladino. Hang on, I'll tell you. Let's see if we can get into the personnel. No, we can't. Right. The bass player is Pino. Yeah, he did that according to AI overview on Google. Normally on quite a few Nick Hayward solo things it was Les, but clearly for that it was Pino. There we go. Amir, yeah, okay. Westfort, because in my home it's a bit humid. Okay. Keep your windows, ventilation is a good thing. Get yourself one of these, which basically will tell you the temperature in a room, and the bottom is the percentage humidity. So I've got 62% here at the moment. I like it down around the low 50s or into the 40s. Yeah, dehumidifier, correct. In the case for the news, you do dehumidifier if you can get one, put it in the room. Yeah, 90% certain it was Pinot. Yeah. Westfort, you bought a Robson to take the humidity out of the room. Okay, keep in the case when you can. Yeah. Anto, privet huesos. I don't want to block you, but that's 3 messages and you've not listened to what I've said. So if you're going to post, it's got to be in English so I understand what you're talking about. If you post once more in that gibberish, I'm just going to have to block you, I'm afraid. Les Namesh used an Aria Pro. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Amir, have you ever been to Dubai? I haven't been to Dubai. I've been to Bahrain and I've been to Eilat, and where else have I been out that way? Been to Cyprus, been to Kazakhstan. Doesn't really count. It's not that close. Yeah. What do I think about? Yeah, I haven't been to Dubai. Waiting to do some gigs out that way, but none of the bands I'm in ever get to go out there. So Pink Bass Man and a Warwick. Yes. For Les. Westfort, what was the small gadget you just showed? It's called Therm Pro. I think they came off Amazon. So it basically just tells you what the temperature is and what the humidity is. So when that face there looks sad, you know it's too high. But I haven't got my window open at the moment, which is why it's around 62, 63. If I open the window, it would drop down about 56. What was the small regular truss rod adjustments help? Yeah. Yes. Although if there's a bad humidity thing like you get in the Far East and Asia, there's not many bases that are going to survive it. You're going to end up with, and it's not just the neck, it's the whole wood of the body and everything else. Get a graphite base, what I say. That'll work. But again, the hardware tarnishes and it's hard. Tell you what, let's take it up to midnight. You got 11 minutes and then we'll call it a day. So if you got any questions, fire away. Anything you want to ask or talk about, anything you want to bring up, anything we might have been talking about on Tuesday's live chat and you just want to go over again, let me know. If you're new to the channel, we do a regular live chat on Tuesdays from 8 p.m. UK time. You're very welcome. You want to come on and talk bass? We're a friendly bunch. Keith Dawson, check out your art. Check out my channel. Ah, yes, where you are, because you're, I think, are you an hour ahead? 2 hours, 1 hour. It's 10 to midnight here. Oh, John Beadle. Oh no, I thought you might have posted up a new thing. I've got two tracks that I've played on for John Beadle's YouTube channel, Songs from the Shed. They'll be appearing shortly. Keith Dawson, you are checking out my channel. Thank you very much. Check out your art. Okay, let's have a look at your channel. Ah, okay. Oh, it's good. Okay. Oh, I see. These are they're just pictures. They're not, are they, or are they videos? They're just pictures in short format. Right, got it. Very good. Best of luck with it, sir. Gareth, do you need to have a speaker load on the Elf? No. Or can I use it as a preamp if the gig is ampless? Yes, you can. It's the joy of Class D, generally. You don't have to have a load on a Class D amp. Although always check the manual, always check the manufacturer's website. Don't automatically assume. It's going to be 1 p.m. where you are. Okay. So you're an hour ahead. Cool. Gareth, going to buy a decent preamp eventually, but wondered if that would get me through. Yeah, it will. Yeah. And you can always keep it as your backup when you get a better one, better preamp. Keep an eye out. If you, I mean, the music you like probably doesn't make this particularly suitable, but the SWR Marcus Miller preamps, blue, becoming a bit collectible, I think, and they do pop up, and it's a great sounding preamp. If you want a small Class D thing, then it's probably not suitable, but they're rack mountable, really good preamp. I remember when they came out, I was like, I nearly bought one and I didn't. I kind of wish I had now. I didn't. YouTube wasn't even a thing, or it might have only just started. And if I'd had the foresight, I probably would have bought one because I could have done a load of videos with it. But there we go. Decent preamps come in all forms. Yes, they do. What are you wanting sound wise? Here we go. Yeah, there's tons of stuff out there, Gaz. You can literally pick whatever you need to get the sound you want. To be fair, budget will determine everything, of course. But so I keep looking around to see if the lights have gone off. Yeah. Countdown's on. We've got 6 minutes. Then I'm off to bed. Might be an impromptu live chat on Saturday. I suspect we're going to be hanging about a lot at this gig. In fact, let's have a quick look, shall we, while I'm thinking of that. What time are we performing? Got to be there from 5. Sound check's 5:30, 9 o'clock. I'll definitely be doing an impromptu live chat on Saturday, I can assure you. I got 3.5 hours to kill. Make it 3. Give me half an hour to get my costume on. Yeah, so there will be an impromptu live chat on Saturday, providing I've got decent mobile internet coverage. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of hanging about. A lot of arsing about. Gaz, nothing too high gain, mainly play top 40 band, pub covers, bands, and an acoustic trio. Matt 420, can you only choose one, P or J? No, you can have both in the same instrument. What's the question? Are you thinking of a P bass or so P is precision bass, which means one split coil pickup, or J bass, which is 2 single coils? Or you can have what is called a PJ, which means you get one of each pickup, and then you decide what body shape you want around that. You might want a P body shape or a jazz body shape or something else entirely different. Oh, thank you, Beat After Beat. Thank you for saying so. Bless you. Oh, you're asking me, I can only choose one, a P or a J. Can't do that. It's 2 totally different sounds that I'd use for 2 different things. So if I could only use one, precision or jazz, don't know, couldn't do it. My John Deacon fanboy says, well, you're going to choose a precision all day, aren't you? And my Marcus Miller, Larry Graham, and a million other bass players are saying, well, you're going to go for a jazz because it's 2 pickups. And a PJ isn't even the full cross-pollination of both, because when you've got a P and a J set up, when you pan to just the P pickup, it is not the same as a P bass with the 1 pickup. The wiring, the phase between the 2 pickups affects that tone. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I'd have to have one of each and a PJ. So make it 3. Look, I pick a precision or a jazz based on the job I'm asked to do. So if it needs to be a precision, then it's a precision. And if it needs to be a jazz, it's a jazz. It's kind of like that, really. If I was only going to have one and you really were pressing me on it, it's probably going to be a jazz. Because I realize I can solo that neck single coil, and I'm going to get in the ballpark of a P, but it ain't going to be the same. It really isn't. Gareth Harrison, also the magnet on the extra pickup pulls the string differently. Exactly. All those variables. Anyone else? What are you going for? Oh, but you didn't offer me a Stingray. I'd have taken the Stingray all day if you'd offered me that. You have a PJ now, but if I need to choose, I think precision is closer to my heart. If someone gave me, look, I've said before, if Led Zeppelin came and said, we're playing Wembley tomorrow, Wembley Stadium, this is the bass you use, and they gave me a P, I'd play it. No problem. They gave me a J, I'd play it. No problem. It's you just get on Get the job done. The job is more important than your bass selection. Sometimes your bass selection is the determining factor whether you get the job done. But just play. Just play. People get hung up on these things. It's just play. Be a good bass player. Make everyone else sound better. I mean, what a commanding place, what a commanding seat we have in a band. We make everyone else sound better. Simple as that. You choose a status. Here we go. You're bucking the trend, Westford. You're bucking the trend. Gareth, whatever the gig needs, hence why I have multiple basses. There you go. Exactly. Exactly that. Joker can't. Yeah, well, the Joker in residence. Matt 42. I'm wondering if I know you. I presume you're called Matt. Hello, Matt. I totally agree. A good player can play anything. It will sound good. Within reason. Within reason. Blimey, it's hit midnight already. That 5 minutes flew by. Boys and girls, thank you for a very lovely live chat. We've been on 2.25 hours. That just flew by. You have your preferred basses, Gaz, but that doesn't always suit the gig. Exactly. Rock fan, you just appeared. Or have you been watching silently? John Paul Jones, isn't he retired? I don't know. I haven't heard that. Has he played any concerts in the past 3 years? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I didn't know you were skulking there. Very well done. Right, boys and girls, go have a great weekend. If you're out and gigging, enjoy yourselves. If you're driving, get there safely, get home safely. Live chat on Tuesday, regular live chat. It's the 5th anniversary live chat. You're all welcome. From 8 o'clock UK time. I'm going to have red wine and cake. You can bring your own rewind that. Bring your own libations and cake, and we'll have a right old night of it. Zuma, I have a recurring bad dream where I've forgotten either my strap. I've had that dream. I've done it for real. All my cables, so maybe bring 2 of each. Excellent. Rofan just got back from the doctors. Hope you're all good. That's all right. You can watch it on catch up if you wish. So I will see you on Tuesday. There will be an impromptu live chat on Saturday because it's going to be time to kill. And who knows what else might happen Sunday and Monday. But Tuesday will be the 5th anniversary live chat. I can't believe I've been doing this 5 years. 5 years. Woo! It's flown. It has really flown. When I think back to the first video, the first couple of videos, oh my days, what was I thinking? Should have had 10 videos ready to go before I even set up the channel, but I didn't know. You learn all this stuff as you go. Stacey's appeared. There we go. Yeah. Right, we're off. It is 2 minutes past midnight here in London. Boys and girls, have a fabulous weekend. Any messages, you can email me, brooksyspacecorner@gmail.com. You catch me on the socials. Enjoy the videos. There's a constant stream of shorts. In fact, another one just went up. 3 a day, every day at the moment. So it's all good on the old analytics front. Right, on that note, take care of yourselves. I'll see you on Saturday, impromptu live chat. I don't know what time yet, so it'll be when it is. Take care of yourselves, be safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you Saturday and Tuesday. Take it easy. Bye.